Hi everybody, it's Monica with King's Titan Homestead, and today's video is the story of the traveling bees. First, do you hear that? Pitter patter of rain on the metal roof. It's awesome. I grew up with a metal roof, and so this is like brings great memories. And plus, it's rain here in the desert Southwest. It's been a long time since we had just a ground soaking rain, and what a great Christmas present. It was actually one of the things on the top of my wish list, so I'm so excited about this. But anyway, I'm still cleaning out my iPhone storage, so photo storage, and so this is a actual suitcase, a really old suitcase full of bees. My aunt actually got the call. So Christine got the call for a bee removal. She went, saw that they were in a suitcase, asked, do you want the suitcase back? They said no. So then she called me up and she goes, hey, you want a suitcase full of bees? I'm like, of course I do. Who wouldn't, right? So she brings it up to me and delivers it. And you'll see that because it was delivered to my property and I didn't have to worry about basically doing the removal at night. We do them at night for safety and containment because bees don't fly at night, except to white light. So we just ask everybody turns their white lights off in the area. But to not get sidetracked, I did this one old school, which means I did not use a bee vac. I just basically opened it up, started gently removing the comb, and then found the queen and put the queen in the box, and all her worker bees followed. And so basically that's what these photos of the story of the traveling bees. They literally went, well, as the driving time is about 45 minutes. They traveled inside the suitcase. If they meant to, they do that. I doubt it. They just found a nice home. So the suitcase was kept probably in a shed, and the bees were able to enter through the shed, and yeah, suitcase. It's good. It worked. It worked for them. They're Africanized bees. This is Southern Arizona. I believe it was in 2008 where the Carl Hayden Research Lab here, our USDA lab, took sampling of feral hives from the Mexico border all the way to the south rim of the Grand Canyon. They found that 98% of those samples came back as Africanized hybrids. I just wanted to mention that because I've had a few questions go, why would you say they're Africanized? That's because majority, I mean, almost every hive that I've seen, I have not seen a European feral hive in a long time. I mean, yeah, European hives sometimes get loose from beekeepers, but I have not gotten any of them. And the way you can usually tell, number one, is that we always ask the people in this area to keep their queens marked. I haven't seen a marked queen in a long time in a feral hive. And besides that, I haven't seen any of them that have not looked Africanized. A lot of the Africanized queens tend to be a little bit smaller, flightier. They even, you know, they kind of act a little bit like a virgin, even though they are mated. They'll just run all over the place. They usually are banded. You'll never see like a nice, beautiful, yellow, Italian-looking feral queen. Normally, I mean, you'll sometimes get a daughter of one, but normally, I just haven't seen them. I haven't seen a dark, solid dark, like carniolan colored queen in a really, really long time. I would say that at least for the past 3 years, I think I had one maybe about 4 years ago that looked like she was European, and was gorgeous, beautiful, big old fatty. But for the most part, all of these have been really small queens. They've been banded looking, and their daughters have been, you know, just mutts. So with that said, some people ask also, can you tell an Africanized worker bee from a European worker bee by just looking at them? And you cannot. Most of the time I'm just looking at their defensive, you know, manners and basically the queen, what the queen looks like. But with having that research done by our local lab, that pretty much just tells us we can safely assume that every feral hive we meet is very likely to be Africanized hybrids. So with that said, here's pictures of the traveling bees.